Alright, Fujifilm X-H2. I'm probably a little bit late to the game. I've had a busy week, so I haven't been able to unbox it just yet, but I'm excited to get my hands on it, and I figured I'd do like a little unboxing segment. I do have like a new boom stand that supposedly can hold my camera, so I'm going to try that out and try to get like a top-down shot for you guys. Just a quick little unboxing. And then, yeah, I'm going to end up setting it up in this same position and swap it out with the XT4 just to see if we can actually see anything out the window, because I know it is a little bit blown out right now. And then, yeah, some autofocusing testing. A lot planned for this camera, so let's just hurry up and unbox it. Okay, yeah, that setup isn't too bad. It's working. Cool. So I did pick up a pack of SD cards. I currently didn't have an UHS2 SD card, and obviously I didn't have a CFS Express Type B. So this was a little bundle. It saved like about $15 getting it as a bundle instead of buying them individually. But Fuji Rumors, they did post an article talking about how there were only certain SD cards that were able to film ProRes 6.2K on the X-H2. So this was one of them. So we'll see if that works and how all that looks. So just pick up one of those as well. All right, so now just getting right into the camera. All right, let's see how that's looking. Looking pretty good. Cool, got some paperwork, all that stuff. That looks good. Alright, so there's the camera right there. Let's see what we got up in this one. I think the charger and batteries. And yeah, we got cables, the strap, a couple accessories. Yeah, the power cable. USB-C. This is an adapter, I think, for a different country's outlet. Let's see what else. Here's the adapter for US. Another adapter. I don't know what that is. Another adapter. Oh, here's the battery on the inside. Strap, wall outlet, and the battery. Cool. So put all this back. I'll keep the battery out. Alright, now on to the main camera. I'm sure you guys can see it. Alright, there she is. It does feel a little bit lighter than I thought it would, actually. That's not too bad at all, not too bad. But yeah, it doesn't feel too bad in the hands, actually. It's very familiar to the X-H1. I did have the X-H1. I can compare that here in a little bit, but it's definitely lighter. One of the things I did like that Fuji was like changing on the design of their cameras is the kind of straight edge look. They typically, their older cameras used to kind of like curve in a little bit. And I had the X-T20 from the beginning, and I really liked the straight edge of the side of the camera. And they slowly brought that over to the X-T4, and they're kind of bringing that over to the X-H2. So I definitely like that. Yeah, the button placement's definitely all different from the previous X-H1, and I'll have to get used to this dial as well, which I'm actually pretty excited for this dial. I don't really use the dials typically normally especially when I'm shooting video, and with this being my mainly a video camera, I'm pretty excited for the dial, especially the custom settings. I've been asking Fuji to allow you to save settings into the custom menus in the X-T4, but I guess they were saving it for this camera, so let's get the battery put inside. Yeah, so it's not too heavy. Like I said, I'm pretty used to. Yeah, it's dead. I'm pretty used to the X-H1 to begin with. So, but yeah, I'm excited to test this thing out and see what it can do. All right, so that boom stem actually works really good. It would also help if I didn't have the camera on manual focus. Luckily though, you can still see some of it, so sorry for the rookie mistake. I'm a little rusty getting back into making these videos, but this is There she is up close. Top view. Back view. She's a pretty sleek looking camera. I gotta admit, in comparison to the X-H1, which I happen to have right here, there are some subtle differences. Mainly those buttons specifically meant for the white balance, and the buttons that are like typically right here. There's definitely some differences. Let's just swap them out. So this is the X-H2S now. I'm in the exact same settings as I was on the X-T4. I was shooting before this. So it was basically a Turna. All like the tone curve, color, sharpness, all that's been identical. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, if there's a big difference. I know like with a new sensor and stuff, you know, there could be some color differences. But the eye autofocus has been pretty trippy to see. It's literally like as I turn my head, like whichever one's closer, it's like flipping back and forth as I rotate my head. So that's interesting. I purposely set up the box to be like right here where my hand is, like right on these pops over here. That's where the box is. Because I know with the X-T4, the autofocus isn't the best, so I would always put the box right in my face. So this is pretty interesting. This is, yeah, it's pretty snappy. It's pretty smooth. I don't really notice much pulsing in the back. So it's this on this eye. That eye now. Super trippy to see. But just a couple of things I've noticed already. I did see some people doing videos with the pre-production X-H2S, and they said the 48ths of a second shutter speed wasn't in the camera, but I am currently shooting in that right now. So they did bring that back if you saw that and you were worried. One thing to note as well, in the box, I noticed, I have seen some unboxing videos of this camera, and I noticed I didn't get the actual thick book user manual. I don't know if they're just not including it anymore, or if I'm supposed to like look up how to use things online, but I thought I would get it. But yeah, I looked all over. I'm like, did I put it somewhere? Like it didn't come with that thick book. So maybe they're trying to save some paper. I don't know. Who knows? But so one thing to mention as well, as I just hit the shutter button, if you never had the X-H1, then you're probably not going to be used to this shutter button. It is like a super light, I forget what the technology that it's called. It's like a spring leaf trigger or something. I don't know. Not a leaf shutter, but like a leaf trigger. It makes for a super light friction, I guess is the right word I'm trying to find. But yeah, you're not gonna really feel that half press for the most part, and you're gonna think you're gonna look for that half press, but you're already gonna be either shooting or recording. So it takes some getting used to. I don't know if that's why they added the record button. I haven't actually pressed it just yet, but in the mode dial, I'm currently in the video mode. So the menu's kind of intricate. There's a lot of extra settings, so I'm gonna have to get used to all that. I'll be setting up those custom dials. But yeah, shutter button's a little different, definitely different than the X-T4. That's what I've been shooting with recently. So just going back to that light touch. I might not have to deal with it though, because the record button will just probably solve all those problems. The buttons in general, just like hitting the back button, there's more what's the word? People always talk about it with like keyboards. Travel distance. Yeah, then like there's more travel distance. You have to push these buttons all the way in. Then like the clickiness of the X-T4. I don't know if that's something you'd prefer or what. I'm just used to the X-T4. I'm sure I'll get used to this. The joystick is definitely different. I'm gonna have to get used to that as well. I don't want to say if I like it or don't. It's definitely different. It's in the right spot. When I have my hand on the camera, it's right where my thumb wants to be. But like I've noticed, at least pushing up is a little weird. It's like because I can't really get under it to like push the joystick up. I don't know. Anyways, still a little quirks. I just wanted to share that with you guys. But again, let's switch to f-log 2. All right, so I completely forgot that the base ISO is that 1250. And to get I think even more, I don't know. You have to get the exposure back to where it was. But yeah, So this is just a little taste. I do have a lot of content coming here with this camera. I'll be setting it up and kind of testing out the autofocus. Again, that's the big question. But from what I've seen online, it's looking pretty good. And as what I'm seeing here with that f2.8 from this lens, it was following me fine. And again, I can see the boxes going back and forth on my eyes. It's working pretty well. But again, we'll do some more testing here in later videos. This was just meant to be like an unboxing kind of first impressions, especially comparing it to the X-H1. So you guys can kind of see some of the differences, some of the things I've noticed already. But yeah, again, more content's definitely coming from this camera. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did get something out of it, definitely hit that like button. It is much appreciated. And obviously subscribe for more content with this camera. More of content is coming very, very soon. But that does it for this one. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you guys can see it. Alright, there she is. It does feel a little bit lighter than I thought it would, actually. That's not too bad at all, not too bad.